Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022, and it is a day one. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. A Mindful Minute's a good way to just be present, to notice what's going on here, not there, what's going on now, not before or after, but truly what's going on before us, right here, in front of us, right? And we can use our senses, our eyes, our nose, our ears, our skin. And that's why we always start our mindful minute by just tapping into those superpowers. So let's use our superpower of not listening, of looking and seeing things. Okay, so just scan your environment and find something that just catches your attention, and then study it. Look at it. Try to identify what it is. If you don't know what it is for sure, just kind of study it and see if you can make sense out of it. Identify the shapes and the different colors and shades of colors and the textures of those colors. And then with your nose, your superpower of smelling, take a breath in, take a breath out, and notice what smells there are around you, what wonderful smells there are, right? And what do they remind you of? And then with your skin, what do you feel? Your super powerful sense of touch. What do you feel? And finally, with your ears, your superpower of listening. What do you hear? Actually, just outside, I hear a motorcycle just taking off. I think if I wasn't really paying attention, that sound would have just happened and I would not have acknowledged it. But when you're paying attention, things really come to life and you can really notice them. All right, now let's move on to our breathing technique. Yesterday I used the hot cocoa method, but I haven't done the rainbow breathing in a while. And one of our girls at Fort Seller said, it's about time for me to do that rainbow breathing. And you know what? You're right. So let's go ahead and do that. You can use whatever breathing technique works for you, but I'm going to use the rainbow breathing. If you need a quick reminder, you just put your hands out, and as you breathe in, you raise your hands and your arms, and as you breathe out through your mouth, you bring it right back down. Okay? Pretty easy. And of course, by the way, if your arms get tired, you can always switch to another breathing technique. Okay? All right. Get your body settled. Notice how the chair is holding you up. Notice your weight, not in a bad way, just simply how gravity pulls you down. Come alive, right? Okay. Let's go ahead. Take that first breath in. Nice and slow, and then let it out. And as you let it out, let your shoulders relax. You are arriving in the here and the now. Breathe in again. Nice and slowly. Notice the coolness of that air going in through your nose into your belly, and then pause before you begin to let it out once again. As you let it out, nice and slow. Notice how your shoulders are relaxing. Notice how your back the muscles are relaxing. Breathe in again. And breathe out. If your mind starts wandering, thinking about other things that are troubling you, bothering you, maybe making you excited and you're happy about it, breathe in. Just gently pull your attention back to the here and the now. Back to how amazing and life-giving one breath can be. As we all know, in order to live, you got to breathe. Breathe in again. But also think about what feelings you've got that you brought to school today. Breathe out. Anger, frustration, enthusiasm, happiness. So many different kinds of feelings. And you don't have to worry about why you feel that way. Just notice what feelings they are. Breathe in. Like right now, I feel excited and happy because I get to talk to you. I also feel frustrated about something that happened, yesterday. Breathe out. But I'm not going to get too caught up on why I feel happy. I'm not going to get too caught up in why I feel frustrated. I'm just going to notice what it feels like to be happy. Breathe in. And what it feels like to be frustrated. How does it make me feel? How does it make my body feel? And I'm going to allow those feelings in, sit with them, breathe in. And in the moment, those feelings will move on. Now, in a moment, you're going to hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, it's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy and thankful for you. I love the fact that you got to join me. It's nice to know that we could do this breathing technique and just notice that there are some really great blessings happening in front of us that if we weren't paying attention, we would just ignore. Something as simple as breathing. And I love noticing my breath. I love that you love noticing your breath. Okay, so we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful. You know this. You guys did the whole gallery walk with the poster board and, with your class, walking around the hallway into the cafeteria, by the bathroom, writing down what it means to be respectful, as well as the other 3 Bs. But one thing I want you to remember is respect is not just something you give to somebody else. They deserve it. But it's also something you should expect back to you. You deserve to be respected. On top of that, you deserve to respect yourself. I know, it still sounds kind of weird, doesn't it, right? But when you're respecting yourself, by now you know it, do things that make you proud. Even if no one else saw it, you saw it. If you did something and no one else in the whole world saw it, you know you did it. And at the end of the day, you can be proud of yourself. And every time you do those little things, and it could be a million of them in a day, the more you do them, the more proud you are of yourself, and the more you're showing respect for who you are. The best part of you, right? And also show that you are responsible. I had a good conversation with a 2nd grader yesterday about how we are all capable of doing bad things and we're all capable of doing helpful and wonderful things. There is a Mr. Lin that gets angry and maybe makes poor choices, right? I've made my mistakes. I know that. But there's also a Mr. Lin who knows that he wants to do better and he's going to encourage himself and he's going to cheer himself up and others on. Now, which one do I want to win? I think you do. I think you know. We want the happy and encouraging and enthusiastic Mr. Lin to win. And I want to continue to make him better. I want to feed him. I want to make him so powerful, the good Mr. Lin, that the angry and poor choice making Mr. Lin just diminishes and withers away. You should do the same thing. The best part of you. Be responsible about yourself and make the best part of you better with your hands. It could be helpful or they could be hurtful. Choose to make it helpful. The words that come out of your mouth. Even when nobody else is looking, are you using words that are helpful and kind, or are you using not so kind, not so helpful words, right? Same thing with your feet and any other part of your body or anything that belong to you, right? Take care of them, be responsible. Also, show that you're ready to learn. Learning is not easy sometimes. Don't give up. And I see you guys not giving up every day, so I know it's in good hands. I want you to keep cheering yourself on and cheer your friends on as well. And speaking of cheering our friends, let's recognize and celebrate how different they are, because our character trait of the month is tolerance, right? We want to celebrate each other's differences. And, I had a good conversation with a 1st grader yesterday, and we were just talking about how boring the world would be if we all looked the same, ate the same food, wore the same clothes, had the same hobbies, our houses were the same, we had the same color shirt. It would be boring. We would know everything about everyone, and it wouldn't be exciting. The whole reason something can be exciting is because we don't know everything, and we kind of want to find out. That's the fun part about why we want to celebrate how different people are. Okay, it's not just about tolerating, it's about accepting, it's about celebrating how different we all are. And I encourage you to go find people and tell them you love them just the way they are. They may be so different from you, but you love them just the way they are, because I want you to hear it first today from me. I love you just the way you are. I love how you're growing. I love how you're cheering on the best version of yourself. And I love the fact that you're going around and cheering other people on and telling them that you love them just the way they are. All right? So go find other people. Tell them you love them just the way they are. Celebrate them. And I can't wait to see you guys around. Have a great day.